Hi everybody, this is Sam with Python Basics, and as you can see in today's title of video, we're answering a question from the Become an Excellent Learner video from about actually it might be 4 weeks ago. I lose track. But if you're new here, thanks for joining us. This is what we do. We do micro videos, single topic videos, maybe 2 topics, but that is the absolute most. So in the Excellent Learner video, what I was really talking about was for the way that you learn to learn. Because what I've found in my time of programming and now as a data analyst, that's what you have to really, because especially in my Python journey, it is so you want to do something else with Python. And actually this also came up in Discord. But Python is the same basic structure, and then you might have a different library. So you're going to need to then open up the documentation, read and see how it's used, and then begin to implement it. Well, it's still going to be the same Python, a variable, an object, a loop, conditions, scenarios, ifs, thens, or some combination thereof, some arithmetic, and that's basically it. But what I can't emphasize the most, so in this awesome question, it was they were identifying and feeling the same way that you can recognize, and I've tried to hold on to this fact and for me to remember. And I was notorious in doing this in math. And I would also, when I would read, I would read the question. I think it was in a book, really early on Python book that I got. And I would read the question, read the code. It would make perfect sense. And then I would move on and I wouldn't be able to understand it. So this is not probably going to be the answer that everyone is hoping for. But for me, and I only ever am speaking from my experiences, is there is no other way for me to replace it other than just problem solving continuously. So before I got this current job as a data analyst, I was constantly online solving puzzles. You can find them anywhere. They are absolutely anywhere. There are plenty of websites. And I was doing that to keep my mind sharp. Some of it were for video ideas, some that I would see on message boards or even asked in comments or on the Discord server, which if you've not joined down in the Discord server yet, make sure you're doing that, because that is the fastest way to get an answer from myself or anybody else on Discord. But you can ask more elaborate questions. So I digress. But the question is there any other way? Now you need to find your way. This channel is designed to really keep you motivated. That's really the super secret plan goal of this channel. And what I want you to do is I want you to become empowered, where then you have the motivation to continue and just learn something new each day. And what this does is it becomes a snowball and builds and builds and builds and builds, where then after a point you're going to get a problem and you're not going to know how to stop this snowball that's rolling down the hill. And yes, the problem may feel overwhelming, but you're just going to roll over it. And I'll tie all these kind of things in. It's literally just to the point. It's the 10,000 hours scenario, 10,000 at bats, 10,000 of anything. After you've done it for so long, you just stop thinking about it anymore. And I probably have to say, probably in the past couple weeks, am I maybe to that point in my current role where it could be unbelievably complicated, but I know that I've solved enough problems so far that I'll just need to sit down, draw out the scenario, and then write it in SQL. So There is no just, and I know this is going to sound very cliche, and it's a term that I used to use as a younger person, very cheesy. It's another way to say cliche, something normal, over the top, but you just have to do it, and you have to do it enough where it just becomes second nature. And I have to say, probably in the past 3 or 4 weeks, have I begun to get comfortable where I would have to say that imposter syndrome has been extremely strong for me, starting this new job, this new role, this new position, because it is still so foreign to me to be writing SQL all day and thinking about problems that I've never really thought about before. But that's all it is. I just watched a video on critical thinking and the scientific method. It doesn't matter what the problem is. How small can you make the problem? How well do you understand the problem? And I also want to challenge you with this. Think about a riddle. An answer to the riddle is inside the riddle. So I say that to say this. The more you understand the problem, the solution begins to present itself. And I know, again, that is very cliche. It's kind of like an old engineer where they just kind of know what to do. Well, the only reason why they know what to do is because they've already done that problem before. And that's the thing, is you want to just do these problems over and over and over and over again and be so practiced at it, is that you'll know exactly what tool to go and grab and exactly know how to use that tool. And that's it. And you just have to use an old sports analogy in America, is you just got to have at bats. It's a baseball term. Just get up and start swinging the bat, and you just got to do it. There's no other way. You can't shortcut it. You can't get around it. The only way you can get around it is you swing more a day. That's the only time you can shorten it, but you can't shorten how many swings it's going to take for you. Now, for you, it might only take 5,000 swings. For me, it's always a little bit more. So for an average person, it's 10,000. For me, it's like 12. So just want to keep you guys motivated. Do not get discouraged. Keep swinging the bat. Keep solving problems. Just keep, it's an old, I stole it from an old movie. Just keep swimming. So there we go. I know this is a very long-winded video, but I just wanted to answer this in full fashion, full statements, and it just takes time. You can't cut any corners. You can't cut them. So there we go. All right, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're jumping down in the Discord down below, hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. And if you haven't, check out this video right here or this one right down here. And most important, make sure you're hitting this subscribe button and the notification bell. Thanks again for joining us, and we hope to see you next time. Bye, guys.